Hello? Yeah. Okay. Good morning, everyone. I'm Janet, and I'll be leading the meditation this morning. And we always have one of our senior students, or either Ann or Harvey, lead the Sunday meditation. I've been coming here to Don Mountain for about 13 years, and I really, it's really become part of my life and part of my family. Um, and we're going to do a, a practice that was given to us by one of our teachers, which is a Lama in Tibet called Atsun Rinpoche. He gave us this practice, and it's good for everyone, whether you're just starting in meditation or you're a seasoned practitioner. And basically, it's based on the Tibetan meditation of observing our breath. And what we're really trying to do with this practice is to develop our attention. We want to develop our attention to be in the present moment, to be in the now. And we want to be able to just calm the mind. So the best way to do this is by observing something that is in the moment. So we all know that our breath is always with us. Our breath is always changing. We inhale, we exhale. And as we do this, we also are in touch with our bodies, because we really, a lot of times throughout our daily lives, we kind of lose contact with our bodies. We're always in our mind. But at this moment, we're going to be with our mind and with our body. Also, when we meditate, we have to be comfortable and relaxed. And at the same time, we want to have a straight back. So whether you're in a chair or on a cushion, we want to be able to maintain our back straight but relaxed, just following the natural curve of the spine. And we tuck down our chin just a little, just to elongate a bit more the spine and toward the neck. What we do also, being in touch with our bodies, is that in our body there is certain chakras or energy center, and there's one important one that is right around the area of our navel, around 3 finger width in deep and 3 finger widths below the navel. And this is a chakra that the Tibetans call the Do. So we sort of want to be aware that it's there. A lot of times what people do is, as they inhale and exhale, they sort of visualize the breath going down to that center. So you can also do that as we do this practice. Now, also, it's good to maintain your face and your neck relaxed, and probably the best way to do is just slightly open your mouth, just so the jaw is relaxed. Everything here is relaxed. Your shoulders are relaxed, and you just have your hands either on your thighs, on your knees, or you can have it in a meditation posture, which is the thumbs touching each other and your hands in the palms. When you do this, you notice that actually your hands are more or less in that energy center, the Do. So we're going to just observe our breath for a few minutes. And as you do this, you're going to see that your mind naturally starts to wander, and this is something that is just the natural way that the mind works. Thoughts come up naturally. A lot of times in our lives, we get stuck in those thoughts. It keeps going over and over in our head. We think about the past, about the future, but what we're trying to do now is just let go of all those thoughts that come in. So what you have to do whenever you notice that you're sort of lost in thought, just bring yourself back. Just say, thinking, thinking, and then go back to observing the breath. And you'll do this as many times as you have to during the practice. Now, if you maintain a practice, a daily practice, you'll see that it's much easier to let go of thoughts, and it becomes slowly much easier to notice that there's times when those that your mind is so calm that you're almost not thinking. So this is what we're practicing for. That's why we call it practice, because it's something that has to be done and practice in order to benefit from what mindfulness and meditation can give you. So we're going to do this observing the breath for a few minutes, and then we're going to chant a sacred syllable, which is the syllable hung. And this sacred syllable in Tibetan is associated with enlightened mind. Of course, when we chant it, it doesn't mean that we're going to be enlightened, but it does sort of have a calming effect on your mind. So just what we're going to do is we're going to chant out loud just for a few seconds, the hung, and then we'll go back to observing our breath. And we'll do this a few times throughout the next 20 minutes. And that will be our first practice. So let us begin. Observe the breath as it goes in and as it goes out. You can also think of yourself as breathing yourself in, breathing yourself out. You can notice how the breath goes through the nasal passages. You can notice how the breath goes down to the chakra, the energy center, the dome. Let us chant home. Back to the breath. Let us chant home. Go back to the breath. Let us chant Hung one more time. Hung, Go back to the breath. practice we just did is a practice that you can do on your own. If you're new to meditation, it's good to do it in short intervals. You can start off with 5 minutes of meditation, just observing the breath, and slowly go up. You can do it different times, different sessions throughout the day. And I always suggest that it's good if you can develop a daily practice, even if it's just 5 minutes a day. It will help to just develop that attention and develop the mindfulness that we all need in order to just calm down and live a much more easy life. So we're going to be taking a break now, but I'm going to pass around the Book of Names, and we put here in the Book of Names the name of people we would like to dedicate the practice that we do today. Whatever good merits we gain from this practice, we always dedicate it to others, because this is the way Buddhism, especially Tibetan Buddhism, is practice. We always, whatever good things we gain, we always do it for the benefit of others. So you can put down the names of people that are in need. You can put your own names. You can put people that have recently passed away, which we call the people that are in the bardo. You can put in the name of pets and animals. So we're going to take a break of about 7 or 8 minutes. And if you're online, you can just chat in the chat, put in the names you want for the book. And I guess that's all I have to say. There are some snacks out there, and bathrooms are here on the side. So we'll be back in about 8 minutes. Could you pass the book? I have a red light.
You found the batteries?
No? Okay, so we're going to do a short practice now. And like I was saying before, Tibetan Buddhism, we always do everything for the benefit of others, so that in this practice that we're going to do now, we're going to do it for ourselves and for others. So what we're going to do uh, is chant another Tibetan syllable, which is the syllable ah. Ah is a sacred syllable, and it has a very energetic, expansive sort of sound. In Tibetan Buddhism, and especially in our lineage, it represents reality itself, expansive space. And so what we're going to do is we're going to chant the syllable, and as we chant the syllable, we're going to do a visualization, which I will explain in a little while. So let's just start off by just observing our breath for a few seconds, just to settle down. The first time we chant on, we're going to visualize a white orb in the center of our chest. Ah is the color white, and this orb represents all the good things, all the merit that we have within us. As we chant the letter Ah, we're going to visualize the white light spreading throughout our body. All the cells in your body will be filled with white light. Now we're going to chant Ah again, and this time the white light that is within us will be shared with each person in the room. Each one of us will receive white light. Each one of us will send out a white light. Now we're going to chant Ah once again. This time, the white light that is in this room will spread. It will spread throughout the city, the country, throughout Earth, throughout space itself, throughout all the universe, to all living beings everywhere. Okay, so before I read the book of names, let us do the dedication that's on this sheet. By this good may I swiftly once become a great guru, lead all beings, everyone, to reach to that very ground. Okay, so now I will read the names of the people we are dedicating our practice to today. Tracy Miranda Hess, Nana, Austin, Tari, Tajma, Taylor, Emma on dementia, with dementia, Runyon Family Travel, Rohan, Lizzie, and Cameron, Baby Lu Dong, Donlin, Layla, Allison Valley, Michael and Danielle, Bob and Ann, Rosa, Rebecca, Amy, Dave Johnson, Luann, Joyce, Stacy's mom, Whitney, Nora, Maritza, Jan Susi, Vivian Newman, Sylvia, Rolando, Nathaniel, Lee, David, our lamas, our new home, all sanghas, Coco in the Bardo, Nahid in the Bardo, all suffering children. So we usually like to do a few of these prayers here. Let's do the aspiration, the first on the page. May all beings always have happiness and its causes. May all beings always be free of pain and its causes. May all beings always be pain-free and live happily. May no beings ever cling to those near, those burn, those far. Okay, now we're going to do the blessing at the bottom of the page. Could you light the candle, Island? Okay. With all of you in mind, we light this lamp of clarity. May the glow of love, wisdom, shine within us, everyone, till we all rise born in one enlightened mandala. So we can meet them because they're really very good teachers, and we're very fortunate to have them here in Houston. Anne is a professor at Rice of Religious Studies, and Harvey is her husband, and he is a psychoanalyst, psychotherapist, and also a Tibetan scholar. They both are Tibetan scholars. They've written books about Buddhism, and as I said before, they're great teachers. So you can come at 10:30, and at 11, one of them leads the Sunday meditation. We also have a teaching, what we call Teaching Tuesdays, which is the first and third Tuesday of each month from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Anne and Harvey are here giving a class or a teaching about Buddhism. I'm not sure what I know that this coming Tuesday is the last Tuesday for the series that we're giving, the summer series. And during the summer series, it is about self-compassion. and compassion towards others. So even if you haven't attended to the first ones, you can always come to any of these teachings that are given on Tuesdays, and it will help you in your daily life. Just a general Buddhist concepts that help all of us. Also, if you can't attend in person, you can also attend through the internet. And once in a while, we do give retreats. We have a retreat that's coming up in September. I believe it's on the 13th. It's a weekend retreat. Now, it might not be very good for beginners because it's a pretty elaborate Buddhist practice. But if you're interested, you can look into it and attend. And that will be all for now. So I want to thank all of you for coming, and I hope to see you again. Thank you.